A pūkana on Parliament's forecourt, plenty of tikanga Māori. Governor-General Dame Cindy Kiro wearing a korowai. But inside the institution she was opening, changes for Māori are afoot.
So this is, Chewy, I reckon this, and I think you used the word last night, tokenism. This is what I think is tokenism. They let Māori do the singing and the dancing and the, and the traditional stuff, but then inside the building where they make policy, they go, nah, fuck that shit. That's kind of the definition of tokenism to me. Lots of organizations and stuff, like you guys know this, that I've been involved with religious organizations for quite a long time. They'll do a kia ora up the front, or they'll sing a song and they'll translate it into Māori and stuff. And I would always say to Dev, I think a better way that you could help Māori is, for example, your vote and how that impacts Māori 365 days a year, rather than opening of Parliament where you put a tokenistic amount of Māori in the ceremony because it's tradition. So this is when you say tokenism, even though I'm not obviously degrading the presentation of Māori here, but this government and what they're trying to do at the moment with the Māori community and amongst Māoridom, then to have this feels like tokenism, and actually feels a bit patronizing to me.
I mean, this is, yeah, exactly. Like, I think of so many countries around the world where a language was almost lost. Like, I think of Finland, I think of Wales, I think of the Scots reclaiming their language and that sort of thing. And again, this plays into what I've said about Lux and the way that he always wants both sides, right? He doesn't want Māori to stop being Māori. Apparently, he doesn't want to encourage or do anything about it, though. But he also doesn't want it to decline. It's an absolute lack of respect.
Yeah.
And they can't see it. They can't see the optics of this. They can't see that it's going to be packaged with everything else that is anti-Māori in their first couple of actions.
Yeah.
It's just such a piddling small amount of money, and it is an absolute, in my opinion, a minimal thing that they can do to encourage te reo in the highest parts of our government, and what is the core part of this country.
Yeah.
Like, can they not see that that's an important thing?
I agree, but let's see if these guys agree with you as well.
Are afoot.
What's important is we take stock of all the bonuses that are being paid across the public service.
In particular, bonuses for
all the bonuses, but we'll just start with Māori speakers.
Public servants who speak fluent te reo Māori.
Yeah,
I have sought advice from the Public Service Commission about the circumstances in which these bonuses have been paid historically, the reason for them.
This is a policy that explicitly does not contribute to the quality of public services that people receive.
Now, that's the key. Seymour holds no value in it. That's the key, you see, and this is it now showing itself that Seymour thinks this has no value. He thinks speaking Māori within government agencies has no value, and if you think about Seymour like that, a lot of the other stuff, the horseshit that comes out of his mouth, makes sense. So he puts no value in te reo, and so therefore he's like, this serves no purpose because he puts no value in it, Chewy.
No, that's absolutely what it is.
Here we go. Let's look at them.
Seymour's compiled figures showing 547 public servants across 12 government departments were paid a total of nearly $800,000 this year alone.
So let's do that. 796, 471.
Sorry.
Yeah. 796, 471 divided by 547. It is $1,456 to have Māori speakers. And when you see what Brent, and I see you've started that, says in the chat, if you speak any te reo at any job, you're constantly being asked to do extra, i.e. free stuff like karakia, porphyry, etc. So what this government is saying is they don't value, right? Write this down, tweet this out. They don't value the Māori language within government departments to the value of $1,496, or it's $1,500 per speaker. They don't hold that much value in it. That's what we're going to be dealing with for the next 3 years.
Loan for being fluent in te reo Māori.
When did these bonuses enter these agreements? What's the purpose of them? Are they delivering their purpose?
It's infuriating the opposition.
Those who speak fluent te reo Māori in public service roles should have their pay docked, is simply disgraceful.
Sadly, I think it just confirms the backward focus of this government.
And
Not to uphold this thing, but everyone was talking about Māori Party drip last night. Just recognise. Just recognise. That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, absolutely.
You got to recognise.
Focus of this government.
It makes me sick.
I'm sorry if it's had that effect on Willie personally.
As for public servants being paid to learn Te Reo Māori,
People who want to learn Te Reo or want to learn any other education actually pay for it themselves.
So if you really want to save the language, it's got to come from deep in your heart. And you've got to teach your children, and it's a struggle. You shouldn't just be incentivized at work.
So that means my children are going to miss out. Like if my children wanted to learn Māori, learn Te Reo, they're going to miss out because I can't teach them. Such horse shit from Shane Jones. You know, because even if it has to come from within, someone wants to learn it themselves, then there has to be places to go to learn it. And there has to be a community to value it. Because look, if we're thinking about a commercial entity, the reason there's so many cows in New Zealand is because we value the product they can make. There is a commercial value to it. If there's no value put to a product, even Māori, then it will die away. Yes, there'll always be passionate people who will learn it for the sake of learning it. But if it has a place to go, it has a place to enhance people's lives, and it has a commercial value to it, it will get more people involved with it. And this government is basically demonetizing the Māori language. And I don't want you to take me the wrong way. I'm not trying to say, Māori culture should only be monetized, but I'm just being a realist with you. If you can see a way to commercialize it, if you can see a way for it to take you somewhere, then it's more likely more people are going to learn it. I'm just being a realist with you, Joey.
It literally puts a value on it.
Yeah.
And these guys are literally taking that value away.
Yep.
And they are going to like this is incentivized in the private sector as well. Like they'll pay people to go out and do these. There's always cultural events for a lot of businesses and that sort of thing. It baffles me why such, like, they're going through line items to try and save money, right? Apparently, like, and they're pissing about $800,000 when they've tripped over themselves to deliver billions of dollars of tax relief for landlords.
Yeah.
What's more important? Well,
yeah,
they're showing us what they think is more important, and it's vile. It is just like they can go, oh, we're not racist, we're just looking out for all New Zealanders. No, you are turning the government again to European supremacy. We have no value in this language. It's not English. We have no value in this practice. It's not European based.